Hello, North Hills, and Happy New Year. We returned to hybrid this week, and we are so happy to have the students back in our buildings. This move is symbolic in a way, as it marks the beginning of the end. We are getting closer and closer to more in-person instruction. Gone are the extended week-long virtual school days. The end is in sight. Governments are ramping up the distribution of COVID-19 vaccines, and educators are next in line. We know it, our teachers know it, and you can just feel the renewed energy in our schools, especially now that our kids are back in person. We know it's not full-time and 5 days a week, but they're back, and we are getting so close, North Hills. Tomorrow marks the end of the first semester. It's hard to believe we're already halfway through the school year. Beginning next week, we will begin to phase in more students for in-person instruction, starting with our most at-risk students. Students who fall into this category have been notified directly by their building principal or by their teacher. As such, beginning Tuesday, there may be crossover between students in groups A and B, and we will make some adjustments. Your students may be intermixed with the opposite group during their in-person school days. But please know, our buildings are thoroughly cleaned and sanitized daily, and we will continue to follow our health and safety plan and all of the safety measures that we have put in place all year long to be sure that our students and staff are safe. As our first semester ends, some students may not be happy with their grades. We know the virtual environment isn't ideal. We know it's been tough for many of our students, and we know it does not compare to the quality of instruction that our students receive when they are in person and face-to-face with our teachers. But that's okay. The good news is that more in-person instruction brings more opportunities to improve upon your grades that you aren't happy with. We are currently exploring summer learning and credit recovery opportunities for students, and we'll share those details when we have them. As we shift to more in-person instruction, students are still able to remain virtual, and we know some of you will choose to do that. As we are in hybrid and are looking to more in-person learning opportunities, it is valuable for us to know if you are going to stay virtual. Please notify the school or your teachers if you are planning to remain virtual while you're hybrid. This will allow us to better prepare for their students' educational experience. This is for all students and includes even temporary shifts to virtual if a student gets sick or is required to quarantine. Please just let the school and the teachers know. And remember, when virtual, secondary students grades 6 and up are required to attend Zoom sessions live with their cameras turned on. This is really so we can provide the best educational environment possible. Please know that my team and I are doing all we can to figure out a way to make in-person instruction possible for all students, 5 days a week, before the end of this school year. We already know that children, especially those younger than the age of 14, are at much lower risk of getting COVID-19. And once our staff is vaccinated, I am confident that we can return to full in-person instruction this spring. In the meantime, hybrid will continue, and we will follow the state's latest guidance regarding building closures. And we will continue to consult with the Allegheny County Health Department before we make a final determination to close a school. All schools will only shift to virtual when the number of COVID cases reaches a threshold defined by the Department of Education, and when the health department deems it necessary to close. And when a school would close or move to virtual, the closure will only last for the time needed to clean and contact trace. A school could close for 1 or 2 days if we are able to complete both of those in the process in that time frame. North Hills, we're close to being out of this, but we have to stay diligent in maintaining our social distancing, washing our hands, and continuing to wear our masks. An effective vaccine is here and will soon be administered to educators, making a full return to school a real possibility. There is hope. Please stay positive. We will get there together. Thank you for all you have done during these difficult times, and please stay safe.